Well, hello and welcome back to Posh Cat's Cabin. I'm Trevor. Sue's in the van. This is our van Smurf. It's a blue VW Crafter and it's been converted by IH Motorhomes, who are based in Nottingley in West Yorkshire. We're about to embark on our third long tour of 2024. And we've been very lucky this year. If you've seen the previous tours, we went to Spain earlier in the year. Then we did the Scottish Hebrides, and there's a series of videos on that. And we're now heading to Denmark. So slightly different course, different direction.
Tell you everything I've seen, the friends I've made, and then you tell me how you've been. Look a little closer, it's been quite some time. You gotta let me know if I'm out of line. But there's some words that I just wanna hear you say, put it all straight before this night turns into day, and then I'm on my way. Yeah. Yes, I'm on my way. A bit naive and so eager to please. You know I played for love, but it got me on my knees. Now's the time to reap what I've sown, your words echoing in every single bone. Underwater, so far out at sea, there's no cure for what you're telling me, and soon I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yes, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. 'cause I'm on my way.
Well, those of you that watch our channel regularly will know that we've been to Dunkirk before, and we've actually been on this air twice before, and it's really nicely located for this little museum and to walk down to the promenade and the beach. And here's the museum. And we found the suspension bridge which leads across to the beaches of Dunkirk, and there's a monument over there which we've seen before. We'll take a couple of pictures over there. I'll come down to the beach, and tide is way out there. But it says here that you can swim to the right but you can't swim to the left. Beautiful sandy beach. Can you imagine all the boats coming to collect all the military from the beach. Well, good morning, and we've come to Bruges in Belgium, and we've just come on one of these buses over here behind me. You see that? There's lots of cycles and pedestrians all in this pedestrianised square here. It's really beautiful, lovely. It's so clean and tidy around here. We're going to go and have a look in the old town again. We did come last year, so we're going to have another revisit of Bruges. We really love it. One of our favourites, so we'll go and see if we can see some of the clippity-clops of the horses in the square. Well, good morning. We're at the Caravan Salon 2024 in Düsseldorf in Germany. Smurf's parked over here. Here's Sue, and Jenny and Bob are right behind us, just here. And we're going off this morning to catch the shuttle bus to the show. So we'll see what it's like. I'll show you a few more parking areas as well. Right, well, you can see the vans are in rows here. And it's quite spaced out where we are because we're midweek, so we're quite lucky really, but nearer the halls they're all packed in a little bit like they are over here. Good morning and welcome back to Posh Cats Camping. We've left our campsite this morning, haven't we, Sue?
Yeah.
And where was it?
It's called Knaus Camper Park.
That's right, just outside Düsseldorf.
Yeah.
And
Essen, near Essen.
near Essen, that's right, Essen. And we came into Essen and got some fuel, and we were expecting to travel with Bob and Jenny this morning, but we think we got traffic between us and then separated. So we've made our way here to
We found a really lovely air.
an air.
Haven't we?
I'll put the
Beautiful views.
name of the air on the screen below and link in the description. The Smurf is parked over here. There's quite a row of campers. Well, good morning and welcome back. We've made it to our next campsite and we're on a lovely pitch here, really spacious pitches, surrounded by hedges and next to a sanitary block, which is up here. Misty this morning though, so we're going to go out on our bikes. A little bit sticky, a bit humid. We've made it to the telecom shop. I think Bob's in there sorting out his data problems. Quite a nice little city here. Lots going on. And we're now heading off back to the campsite. Yeah, Bob's gone down there. We're going down the canal now. Right back to the campsite. Really nice ride. I think this will be even nicer. Well, we've come into Lubeck, the city of Lubeck, and we've got a park here. You can see Smurf in the background, and it's €2 for an hour, and we've paid for 3 hours. So we've left the dogs in. It's a rainy day. Oscar's still got his little leg problem, and Sophie doesn't like the rain. So they're happy to stay in the van and settle down. There is another Stellplatz just over here behind me in this direction, which is free, we understand. We're not sure about that, but we've opted for this one. Lots of space in this one, If you want to do a 24-hour period, it's €10. We've come inside now, and everywhere you look, it's stunning. We had a really stormy night in the van with heavy rain, so we've left it until this morning to come out, and we're going to walk down to the harbour. Beach over here, which is surrounded by all sorts of facilities. This is a cooking area with picnics, and then you've got dinghies. Over there is what looks like the yacht club or the harbour club facility over there. Lots of neat flying flags, and then this beautiful harbour here with a it looks like a water pump in the foreground here. It's really pretty. I think we're going to walk a little further down now to the main body of water down this lane. Well, we managed to find this young lady. She's looking rather chilly, and she's right on the end of this pier. Harbour's marina is over here, and there's another pier that comes out along here with a lighthouse on it. Bit of a sharp breeze, but otherwise beautiful place. Sue taking a picture of this rather good looking ship that's in dry dock. And down here looks like an old lighthouse, and there's a statue of someone. Let's go and have a closer look. Another part of the marina here, very pretty, with some shops and a cafe. Sue's just found a shop and bought a little dress. Just heading away from the marina now. Just a lovely little area here with this mast and the seating that looks like boats, as Sue said. Still a few shops here, but the gardens are lovely, and the buildings here really pretty. Just look how pretty this is, with the well in the centre, and the houses, coloured houses and buildings. And there's a little garden here with one of these little fellas. Found a painting in this little walkway.
Cafe, there's a cafe uncle.
Looking for a cafe. Could be one down there, we think. grappling with the menu at the moment, drinking a coffee. Sue's got a nice coffee there. I've gone with the black tea. And dogs are at the table here, hiding, waiting to see if there's anything for them. Interesting menu though. Got Google Translate on the go. Well, that was a lovely lunch, and we're out back in the main street again. A few more pictures, turning a bit chilly. A few more pictures and then we'll go back to the van. Sue's doing a bit of shopping. In Denmark for the last few days, and now we're heading across the bridge to another part of Denmark, and when we get to the bridge we'll tell you exactly where we are.
Imagine a world where we all belong, where no one's left out, dressed in our finest, walking the walk. Ooh, imagine what we could do. Happy days be our guess, happy days manifest. Let's stand together, put a smile on our faces, fill us up with your grace and make us better. Dress us for our weather.
Hello.
What's the bridge called then?
Oh, now you've asked me.
Well, I think it's a Nyborg bridge.
We're at Nyborg now.
If it's not, I'll write it on screen what the actual name of the bridge is. But we're near a place called Nyborg, and we're pulled up into a parking spot, haven't we?
Flats, they call it a park.
Yeah, it's just literally a space just off road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see the bridge.
So I'm looking at the bridge. So we'll turn you around. We're going to walk along the grassy area, along the edge here where the water is. And then I think there's a tarmac path that takes you to a viewing platform, which might be interesting. Well, you're thinking, what's this all about? Tiny little bridge. Well, we'll get a bit closer in a minute. I'm using a Sony camera. I've just taken the Ulanzi wide-angle lens off, so I think we might be able to get a detailed shot down here with a little bit more zoom. Should be good. We're approaching the bridge now. Up here there's a viewing platform from underneath the bridge. We're out of the wind here. You can hear the lorries crashing along the roadway.
Shelter, everyone's free, and the best they can be. Tall grass sing songs and trees play a symphony. Ooh, imagine what we could do. Happy days be our guest, happy days manifest. Stand together, put a smile on our faces, fill us up with your grace and make us better. Dress us for all weather. Abbeys, I wonder who we'd be. At ease in the great mystery. Happy days be our guest, happy days manifest. Let's stand together, put a smile on our faces, fill us up with your grace and make us better. Happy days be our guest, happy days manifest. Let's stand together, put a smile on our faces, fill us up with your grace and make us better. Dress us for all weather.
Well, good morning and welcome back to Posh Cats Camping. We've arrived at our next campsite, which is Holbaek Fjord, get that right, and it's in Denmark. We arrived yesterday, and as soon after we arrived there was a quite heavy shower, and we were parked on a pitch just down the hill a little way, which was quite wet. We had a little bit of a job getting level, but we did in the end, and we stayed down there for the night. Well, this morning I got up, and last night it was really quite squelchy down there, so I've been to the office this morning and they've very kindly relocated us on a pitch towards the top of the hill. So we've both come up here. Bob and Jenny are just next door behind me there, and we're on this pitch here. I'll show you in just a second. So really good service, gentleman was quite fine about it. and we've got a fully serviced pitch. The only thing is, of course, all of these pitches here on this campsite, with a few exceptions, all are on grass, and it is the climate here in Denmark is very much like the UK, so in mid-September you expect it to be a little bit damp, let's say. So anyway, we're near a nice hedge. We're in a little paddock here, which is really quite cosy, and I'll swing the camera around, and then I'll show you where we went last night down at the marina, just a short walk along a little footpath. So here we are. Sue's getting the chairs out now. A little hazy sunshine. I've been in my t-shirt. It's been quite a warm start to the day, but the wind's a little bit cool. I noticed Bob's just put his coat on. So, but we're up here, slightly on the ridge, a bit higher up than where we were on the previous pitch. We're very happy with this. We've just come down this little path here to the fjord from the campsite, and it's what I think they call the golden hour, and we're catching some of these beautiful reflections, and of course look at all these beautiful swans on the water. Amazing. Well, we stumbled across some motorhome parking, and luckily for us it's in English at the bottom here, and looks like you can have an overnight stay. We think the hookups might be on the post just to the left here. And how many are there, Bob? 2, 4, 6, 8. There's about 10 spaces, I think.
Spaces all empty.
Nobody here. And look at the setting.
Fantastic.
With the fjords all around you, and this side is the marina. It's beautiful, isn't it? Well, we've come back down to the marina where we were last night. We were just over there at the end of the Staithe, the other side of these boats, taking shots of the sunset over here, and beautiful. The footpath here takes us along to a larger harbour, I think, on the fjord. There's a cafe and a bistro, we think, down here somewhere. So we're going to go on a nice leisurely walk today to the main town. Now we've just been in here for lunch, and they allowed us to take the dogs. I don't think they normally allow dogs, but they allowed us with the dogs. We must have looked desperate for a cup of tea. Anyway, we're going to head up to the main town area now. Along here, we're just walking away from the fjord now, up into the town area. See if we can catch a bus back. We've done about 6,000 steps to get here, so we think we're going to take an easy ride. 2.7 miles, Sue?
2.79 miles.
Ah, well. 2.8 miles to that nice cafe on the waterfront here. It's very quiet today, but I imagine it's quite nice. So we found our first Danish town of Holbaek. Nice cobble streets, little shops with canopies outside. Very pretty. We've just been shopping in Bremen 1000. Yeah, like that. Huge car park. And although it looks like it's a little bit like an abandoned supermarket, it's really well stocked and quite busy in there. So clearly the locals use it. So we're going to get on the road now. It's a beautiful day and we're heading south in Denmark on the Isle of Zealand.
We're going to a castle.
And we're going to a castle now. This is a bit of a mystery tour for me because Sue's organised this with Jenny. And an exciting day. So let's get on the road. Let's come on. You're keen, aren't you? pulled up in the car park at this castle, and the entrance has moved. I've moved the entrance down the road a little bit while some construction work goes on here. And also says that there's Christmas markets in November, which sounds lovely. But we're parked up, just having a bit of lunch before we go in. And while we're doing that, I thought I might mention that we've actually been quite impressed by the prices here in Denmark. We thought maybe it might be a little expensive here, but we've been shopping in the supermarkets, we've been into cafes, and so generally speaking, prices compare with the UK. There are a few things, like we tried to buy some ham. We thought that was a little bit expensive, but general shopping seems to be round about on par with what you'd expect in an English supermarket. So I'm quite pleased about that. And also, as I said, the beer and so on, if you go out and buy beer or refreshments, it seems to be on par with what we spend in the UK. We came across with just £100 worth of krona in cash, and that's been enough for us for this week. Most things you can pay for by card, and we use, as you probably remember me telling you, we have a Barclaycard rewards card which does all the transfers and everything at no cost, so you don't have any transaction cost with the change in currency, which is really good. Just lands on your card and you pay it off at the end of the month. So that's really helpful, and that we haven't had any problems with that on this trip at all. Yeah, Sue's managed to get a bargain with a little dress for £11.50 we worked out, which is lovely. I mean, little treats, they're great, aren't they? The other thing I was going to mention about campsites here in Denmark, what you pay is what you pay. So we paid online before we arrived, and there was no more to pay. In Germany, France and other countries, Spain, Belgium and so on, they have a local tourist tax that you pay on arrival, and also you pay separately for your dogs. There was none of that here. It was all inclusive. So when on the face of it you think, oh, the campsites are a little more expensive, actually when you look at it pound for pound, they're slightly cheaper because of the additional costs when you arrive to the campsites in other countries. Interesting. And again, we're very happy with that. People in Denmark are very friendly, very welcoming and warm. We had no problem with language. We're of course apologetic, and Sue just said in the back that I talked to the bus driver yesterday, very helpful. There was a number 502 which would have brought us closer to the campsite, but he said if you jump on this one you just have to walk down the hill, which is what we did, and that made things simple. The bus fare was around about £2.40 each, roughly speaking. I didn't work it out to the penny, but and that was for a journey which was about, what, 3 miles, Sue? Yeah, about 3 miles. So yeah, all in all, good value for money in Denmark. The roads are very clear. There's no problems with traffic and things like that. It was very quiet. We've just been driving through a few villages, as you might have seen, and you can tootle along without too much trouble at all, as long as you drive on the right, of course. So let's go and have a look at this lovely castle and show you around. This is the orangery, and there's a cafe in there and some of the paraphernalia. We had to come from the gate into the orangery to pay by card, because they've got a temporary entrance at the moment.
I like these.
But the grounds are just beautiful. And here's the main castle building.
Have your music on? Can't hear it that much.
I think this might be a big barn. round bob. Very dark. Oh, it looks like it's a big hall for entertaining. Quite an echo. Impressive ceiling. It's very grand and so well looked after. We're just going across, heading towards the main property, which we're not allowed in, but we can go in the stables on the left where there's lots more information. That's okay.
I said, don't worry, I'll have a look at the pictures.
So friendly, the people really are. But we're in the stables now, and this is, you can imagine how many horses were in here. Good half a dozen, I would think. And there's more down this end. Yeah. Little penned off areas. No horses present at the moment, but very grand doors. The doors have been kicked by the horses. Yeah. We're so lucky to have another sunny day here in Denmark. There's a bridge across to a little island. We're in the behind the big house now, or the castle, in the lower gardens. I think translated that's the fisherman's house. Let's go and have a look. And behind the fallen tree there's another property or building. (1856).
Oh, look at the seagulls.
Well, good morning. It's a lovely sunrise this morning, and it's quite early. It's about 7 o'clock, just after 7 o'clock, and we're heading towards the ferry this morning from Rugby across back to Germany. I'll put the route and a map on the screen for you so you can see where we are. We stayed last night at this little sports centre. It said it's a stadium, which I think translated means it's a sort of a local sports centre. So there's a running track and a football pitch and then a clubhouse. And on the side of that there's some little trees behind us here with parking spaces between them. Now, it was quite late when we got here, so we decided to park on the road just next door to it, but we should have parked in the trees really. But I think Poppy doesn't like being under trees because things fall onto the roof. It upsets her. So we stuck with Bob and Jenny and stayed on the little roadway. But I didn't get a knock on the door, so that was fine. It was around about £10, and quite a quiet road. There's just one car coming up here now, I think, in the distance. So I'll just show you the little parking spots whilst my dogs sniff around here.
Like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us. If we just hold on tight, this vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore.
Oh well, I'm in trouble. I just forgot to do any video and recording. It's the next day. We're here at Bremen. And we're walking along the main road here, and there's a bus I've just missed because I was on the I was videoing with my camera. But never mind. So we're going to go into the city this morning and see what goodies we find. I think Bremen's got a lot of history, so there'll be some nice buildings as usual, and there's a lot of these European cities. This is the name of the campsite. Whilst I'm on the bus and travelling into the city, I'll show you a little bit of footage I took earlier of the campsite and where we are. This one was around about £50 a night. Well, as you come into the site, there is an air or a stellplatz just in the entrance, and this is where main reception is. And there's a little shop. It's not like a supermarket, it's just a few essentials in there and a few gifts. And behind the gardens where the red umbrellas are is where the restaurant is, around that side. And beyond that is the lake. We'll take a quick look at the lake right now. There's extra parking, and there's a shack over here for diving, supboarding, paddleboarding.
You're supposed to relax.
Relax with this. That's so it's
Slightly underwhelmed. Well, whatever it is, it's doing it for Sue.
Somebody's got a side on your back. It's like somebody's done it.
really weird.
Seven minutes now.
Well, by hook or by crook, we've taken a bus and we've taken a tram. Somehow we've made it into Bremen. Now, I'm not the kind of vlogger to tell you a lie. That was a bit scary because we had no idea where we were going. And somehow we've landed up at the main train station in Bremen. And it was about 15 minutes on the tram, that was all. But there's some nice buildings here, so we said, well, let's get off anyway. And we'll wander about here, find somewhere to look at. Looked from Google Maps that the central station is fairly close to the city centre. So that's where we are. And this is the main building here. Lots going on, lots of construction, buses and trams passing by. All the trams are here. It really is a busy place by the looks of things. I think we've made it to the old part of Bremen now. I'm going to take some pictures of the old buildings and so on. Well, we have left Germany, Bremen this morning, and it was quite a busy and quite a tricky exit from Bremen. There's lots of twists and turns on the main road, Sue's just walking the dogs, and we've stopped at a services in Germany. We're on the way to the Netherlands. There was long road works, and we're still in Germany, but almost into Netherlands now. We've stopped for a break. Well, after a well-earned break, we set off on the road again, and we came to Arnhem in Netherlands, and there was some motorhome parking on the left here, which we did go into, but we found it was quite tight in there. We found a lot of lorries, and we travelled across the famous Arnhem Bridge, and a campaign of Operation Market Garden during the Second World War called it the Bridge Too Far, and it almost was for us, because we took a bit of a wrong turn and got a little bit lost, and ended up on a trolley bus lane which took us into the trolley bus station, and we got into a bit of a panic here. As you can see, the trolleys just kept coming and the buses kept coming and going, and Sue said to me, "Just get out of here." So I did. I took an opportunity through this little gap here. Fortunately, no trolley buses were coming through, and I just waited for that pedestrian, and I hit the gas, and we legged it out of there as quickly as we could. Fortunately, nobody got hurt, and we were back on the road again in, well, what seemed like an hour, but was only just a few minutes. No other incidents. We got back on the motorway again and headed for our campsite. Well, good morning. We're at Omnibus, which is a campsite in the Netherlands, and so it's lovely and flat. We decided to go out on our bikes. We had a couple of busy days, so we've all decided it's going to be a quiet day today. Bob and I have got the bikes ready, and we're going to go out for a cycle ride, and I think the girls are going to go for a short walk. We made it to Nijmegen Bridge. And the railway bridge is this side. Huge barges along this river. I was just saying to Bob, the tide or the current was noticeable in this channel. Amazing. I don't want to steer that round too many corners. Just going through the bridge there and up the channel. Right, let's go back into the old town. Staggering inside, the modern workmanship to restore that place. And then we come outside and there's more buildings to catch the eye out here. Behind the hoardings, where the restoration work continues. Nijmegen's beautiful. Another square here. Another lovely statue on the square here. People milling about. enjoying the late summer sun. And here's a map of Humansboss, and I'll show you that now. Quite a nice site with 2 or 3 facilities blocks, and quite a bit for the children as well, different play areas. And the main part of camping, we're on section B, which is, you should be able to see it on the middle of the map there. There's a lovely restored windmill just next to the campsite. We've just walked 100 yards down the road, and look at that. It's in someone's private property. It's a really nice example of a Dutch windmill. There is a tea shop that we stayed at, or visited last time we were here. Little Oscar's been drinking the water in the vets. All the vet treatment's done, paperwork signed, we're all ready to go. It is sad to come to the end of the tour, but we've still got a couple of days that we're going to make the most of in Ypres. But it's coffee time. It's about 10:30, and could do with a cuppa. Another beautiful church. Wow, they're all so different, and this is stunning. Rebuilt after the Great War. Just look at that. And the detail this way is staggering. The colour in here is sensational. I don't think the camera picks up the bright red, blue and yellow in these windows. Well, I've come to this lovely little restaurant in the square, and Sue's gone for the cheese,
Alright,
croquettes and salad.
I've got to take a picture of
And
that.
she's taking a picture of that. She's drinking beer today.
That's too
We've got her on the
nice.
beer. Bob's got the same over there.
Cheese croquettes.
No, he hasn't. He's got the. Oh,
Che-
you mean me?
Cheese
Yeah.
croquettes.
Cheese croquettes.
But he's got a different beer.
No, that's beer.
Got a-
Yeah, that's beer. Yeah, it's Omar.
That's an Oma one.
8%.
8%.
8% all the way.
Yeah,
Get
so-
that strong.
Now I've gone for the Caesar salad here, and Jenny's gone for the king prawn over here.
Yeah.
They're all celebrating
Sue's birthday.
Sue's
birthday,
birthday. This is her
yippee!
birthday lunch.
62.
Well, last time we were here at Ypres, we couldn't see inside the gate. This time we're right inside the gate, and I'll show you some of the panels and the ceiling. You get a feel of the volume of this place, the size of it. I'll show you some of the panels that have been cleaned and are now ready and unveiled to the public.
Down by the sea, at the edge of the water, the coming waves kiss my feet. The touch from the warm wind that's blowing in reminded me of you. I don't know for how long I can carry on, pretending that everything's alright, and that it will be fine in the end. I step into the water to wash away the pain. The devil's breath on my neck. all's alright, and that we will be fine in the
Good morning. Another Sunday morning early start. We've driven from Ypres about an hour and a half to Calais, and we've just been through all the checks. The pet passport, the French passport control, and then the UK passport control, ticketing, not quite in this order, gas check, and they came inside and made sure we hadn't got anybody in our toilet or hiding. And then what was the last one? Oh, the lady at the telling us which lane to get in. So we're at the gate now, really. If you fly, you'll know that you get sent to the gate, and it's a similar situation. Sue's just tapping away on the sat nav, the Garmin system, and changing it back to miles. We kind of know the way home from here, but we always have the Garmin running, just in case there's any roadworks, unexpected roadworks, or hold-ups, things like that. We did have a little stop at the pet passports, so the dogs were walking around the car park for a few minutes and had a wee. But we're another three hours or so from home, so we're probably going to have another short break once we get across the tunnel. But we're going via Eurotunnel, Le Shuttle.
Please drive to highlighted route.
And the staff are always lovely, they really are, they're always lovely. Of course the officials have their job to do, but they're very respectful, aren't they, Sue?
Yeah, he kept on the mat, and he's standing on the mat.
Yeah, he stood on a mat and he got his boots on and all that, you know, they're border force. The lady at passport control, the English passport control, British, took her time. She wanted to check that our passports were good, so I must look suspicious, hey? Do you think?
I think we both must do, because I have to take my glasses off.
Yeah, she asked her to take her glasses
10 years
off,
older.
because I've got tints, and I think that's why they want to look in your eye. Yeah.
Bob and Jenny,
Bob and Jenny are a couple of...
Because they didn't have to be checked.
Couple ahead. They
could
skipped
drive
some of the
straight
checks.
through, Jamie.
They did. Yeah.
We obviously look very suspicious.
We must do today, I reckon. Yeah. So we'll catch up with you on the train in a minute. We'll wander around as soon as they call us through. I think we got the half an hour earlier, the train.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Just after
40
11.
minutes earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah. What's the time now?
10:48. That said, didn't it?
Yeah. So we're on a little bit earlier train. We were booked on the 11:30 something, and it's now 7 minutes past 10. So they've slipped us onto an earlier train.
Boarding in 11 minutes.
Yeah. So we'll catch up in a few minutes.
I got all the signs, but I couldn't run then. I don't blame myself, couldn't see it coming. I know now, that's how they do it. They drag you in, just to leave you feeling stupid. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm turning the radio up. Don't wanna hear it's too late for apologize. Lately I've realized that what goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around.
middle of shuttle now. Sue's having a snack. We've loaded up.
Got the earlier train, haven't we?
Yeah, about half an hour early, and we're on our way home. It's been an amazing tour, hasn't it, Sue? And Bob and Jenny are a couple of, well, they're the next carriage down, so the roller shutters are in front of a van, which is in front of another van. I think there's 2 vans between us. But we're waiting for the train to start moving, and then we'll be back in about 35 minutes. We'll be back in the UK. We're making pretty good progress on the train now, and we'll be coming into Dover, no, Folkestone, fairly shortly. So we'll close here and we'll see you on the next one. Until then,
Rocking about a bit.
we're rocking around a bit, yeah. Until then, we'll see you later, shall we?
Thanks for
Say
watching.
goodbye. Yeah, bye for now.
You should never have to make excuses for his behavior towards you, the one he loses. I know they seem to understand now, but they will never change, no matter how hard you try. Hey, don't call me up, I know you know what you did, so I'm tired.